Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flow for strength and flexibility. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's actually begin today in a nice lovely toe squat. So you can come over onto your knees. I like to bring my knees together. My big toes are kind of touching, but whatever works best. Tuck those toes under and start to feel that nice, lovely stretch through each and every toe. Through the bottom of the feet, through the ankles, maybe all the way up into the crown of the head if you're lucky. You can keep your hands down for some support to take some weight out of the feet if you'd like, or you can sit back on your heels. But if your arms are free, we're just going to move them a little bit. So with an inhale, bring your arms to your sides and start to reach up. With the exhale, lower your arms back down. Maybe spread the fingers wide, kind of push the air down. Wake up the arms. Inhale, reach up, maybe look up. And exhale. Keep spreading those fingers nice and wide. Push the air down. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale. Bring it down. One more big breath in. Reach up. Exhale. Relax and bring your hands all the way down to the floor. Take the weight out of the toes. Give them a little love tap, a little shake. Awesome job, you guys. You can start to adjust and bring your hands to your mat, setting up your tabletop. So spread your fingers wide, spread your knees hip width apart. Let's take an inhale, start to drop the belly towards the mat. Lift the chest, maybe lift the chin. With the exhale, rounding through the spine, pushing into the palms. Inhale, coming back to a nice flat back. Awesome job, you guys. We're going to bring our knees back together. You don't have to tuck your toes this time. Just rest the top of the feet. And maybe you can come to sit back on your heels again. And this time, we are going to add our arms back in if your arms are available. But you might lean back a little bit here. You might be able to hover your knees. You might not. Either way works. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to try, just rest your arms at your sides. Take a big inhale, start to reach up. Maybe spread those fingers wide and exhale. Push that air down. Inhale, big reach up. Maybe look up. And exhale. Bring it down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. One more big inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands down, bring your knees down. If they were lifted, you might have been getting a really awesome ankle stretch there. So set up your tabletop again. Shake out those ankles if they need a little shake out. Bring your knees back so that they're hip width apart. Spread those fingers wide. Take an inhale, drop your belly. Lift your chest, maybe the chin. With the exhale, round the spine. Squeeze that tummy in. Inhale. Come back to a nice flat back. You can tuck your toes under again if they aren't already. Big inhale. And use the exhale to push back into your downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. You might want to pedal your feet a few times here. You might feel some love through the ankles already. Just breathe. Breathe a little deeper. Find that nice downward facing dog where you feel the openness through the shoulders, the length through the arms. Awesome, you guys. Taking a big inhale here. Look forwards. Exhale. Walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Take an inhale. Lift halfway. Long spine. With the exhale, fold forwards, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your upper body halfway again. Lengthen the spine, maybe find some length through those legs. Exhale, fold, bend the knees like you're in a tiny ball. Inhale, one more, half lift, lengthen. Exhale as you fold forwards, planting your hands and stepping all the way back into downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, we're going to shift our weight forwards into a plank. Into a plank, you can definitely lower your knees to the ground, but we're just here for another breath in And you're going to use the exhale to lower yourself all the way down onto your tummy. All the way down. Untuck your toes. Relax your shoulders. We're going to bring our hands beside the hips. Your fingers are going to be pointing down towards the bottom of your mat. And your palms are going to face down. We're going to use an inhale and lift the chest a little bit more. You can push into your fingertips a little bit here if it helps. Or you could hover your hands. But I want you to lift your chest enough so that you feel the love starting to come into that low back. Maybe even squeeze your tummy in a little bit here. You can soften through the glutes. Let that low back do all that work. Nice and strong. Take another inhale and use the exhale to relax your chest. Maybe rest your forehead or cheek. Relax your legs a lot. And we're going to come right back up. So you're going to use an inhale. Lift your chest. Those fingertips are at your sides for support. Keep your legs down. Find that love through that low back. Nice, you guys. And now, if it feels right to lift the legs, you can lift the legs. Maybe even hover those fingertips. Feel that nice, strong back working for you. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, relax completely. Maybe your hips need a little rock side to side. Awesome, you guys. We're going to bring our left arm out to the side. Out to the side and nice and straight. So make sure that your elbow is in line with your shoulder. You can start to bring your left cheek down so you're looking away from your arm. And then if it feels right to roll, we're just going to try to turn over onto our backs. But you might come just a little ways. Relax the legs, relax your head. You can bend your knees and plant your feet if it helps you turn a little further. But just go as far as you need to feel the love through that left shoulder, that arm, maybe the chest, maybe a twist through the back. Nice, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly start to bring your tummy back down to the mat. You can bring that left arm in. We're going to be switching sides, but if you want to take a bit of a break, you can definitely do that. That right arm's going to reach out. Right cheek down, looking away. Make sure that arm's straight though first, and then you can start to roll. It's like you want to turn over onto your back. Just go as far as you need to. Let's use an inhale to slowly turn back over onto our tummies. If you're off of your mat for some reason, like I am, shimmy your way back to the middle of your mat, maybe stacking the palms, resting the forehead. Just taking a moment to really relax the shoulders. When you feel good, we're just going to lift the chest a little bit. And just bring your elbows kind of to your mat. We're going to be resting our chin in our palms. So you can walk your elbows a little further away. And rest your chin, your jawline, just right in those palms. And then just let the length come into the front of the neck. Soften the shoulders. If you feel like this is too much, you can bring your elbows a little closer towards your chest. Lift the chest up a little higher. But relaxing through the jaw. Bringing some space between the teeth if they're clenching together. Nice, you guys. Let's use an inhale. Slowly lift the chin and take your hands out and let the forehead come all the way down. Maybe resting it on top of your palms. When you feel ready, you can start to bring your hand back under your shoulder. We're going to push ourselves back up onto our hands and knees. And bring our knees together and sit back on the heels. I'm going to give you guys a couple options here. We're going to lengthen the back of the neck. So you could just sit on your heels, or you could even sit cross-legged and let your chin fall down towards your collarbone. Maybe even adding a little extra weight by resting the hands on the back of the head. So if this feels really awesome for the back of the neck, the top of the shoulders, you're just going to stay like this or switch into a cross-legged seat. But if you want to use the floor and join me in rabbit pose, we're going to use the floor just to bring that chin towards our collarbone. So you can start by tucking your chin towards your collarbone, and then we're going to bring our forehead, our crown of the head, maybe even the back of the head a little bit, as close to our knees as we can. So you can bring your hands to the floor, tuck the chin. Maybe it's the forehead, maybe it's the crown of the head, maybe the hips even lift a little bit. And just encouraging the chin towards the collarbone, but make sure that you don't go too far. Taking some weight into the hands if it's too much on the neck, or activating the core to hold you up so that not all of your weight is in the neck and in the head. You use that core. Nice, you guys. If your hips are lifted, slowly bring them back to your heels. If you're seated, use an inhale to lift your chin back up, and you can meet us here in child's pose, resting your forehead. Oh, feel those sensations running through the neck. Soften the shoulders. Just finding a little bit of stillness here. When you'd like to start to move again, use an inhale to bring the forehead back up. You can cross your ankles and have a seat. We're going to be bringing our legs out in front, but you can keep your knees bent. Just give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side even. You might stay here with your knees nice and bent, or you might walk your feet a little further away, or maybe all the way so that your legs are straight. But take an inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale as you tip forwards if you want to fold forwards. A few more breath here in our forward fold. You can stay as you are, or you can take an inhale to lift and lengthen again through the spine, and maybe exhale, fold right back down. Nice job, you guys. Take an inhale. Lift your upper body back up. If your legs are out long, you can bend them back in. And we're just going to lay down. So you can roll down onto your back. Maybe bringing the knees into the chest. Maybe a couple rocks side to side feel good. Just massaging the low back. Nice, you guys. All right. We are going to bring our left foot down and lift the right foot up. So you can have bent legs, you can have straight legs, whatever works best for you. But we kind of were strengthening the low back, and now I want to strengthen the low tummy as well. So you might rest your arms at your sides. You might even slide your hands under your hips a little bit for some extra support, because I want you to be able to keep that low back down. So if it likes to lift, just bring your hands under your low back. So you might hover your left foot, you might hover your right foot, you might have really crooked scissors, or you might have straighter scissors. It doesn't matter. I just want you to feel the fire build in your low tummy as you try to keep the low back down on the mat. The right leg's lifted a little higher than the left right now, and we're just going to switch sides, cut the paper. A little scissor action. Whether your legs are bent or straight, it doesn't matter. Squeeze that low tummy in and then cut the paper. Switch sides. Awesome, you guys. Switch sides. Left foot up, right foot down. Switch sides again. Squeeze that low tummy in. One more. Awesome, you guys. Hold it here. Squeeze that tummy in. Find the little shakes maybe. And then just relax. Bend the legs. Bring the feet down. If your hands are under your hips, you could take them out. Maybe do a couple rocks side to side. Awesome, you guys. Short and sweet. If your heels are lifted right now, start to bring them back down. Your feet are going to be about hip width apart. You can rest your arms at your sides. We're going to take a big inhale and lift our hips up. Lift the hips as high as you can. Maybe lift the chest as high as you can as well. Bridge pose. Find the breath. Feel those legs working. Maybe even that low back is working. And that low tummy. Maybe you can feel it at all. Feel it all. Stay for an inhale. And use the exhale to gently place your hips back down. Maybe do a couple rocks side to side. Massage the low back. Awesome, you guys. You can start to heel toe your feet together. Let your knees fall out wide, making a diamond shape with the legs. Some love for the hips. And you can keep your feet on the floor just like this. Or if you want to float the feet up, and maybe you can actually grab the feet, keeping the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide, you can come here. Or just keep the legs down. Just closing your eyes. Finding the breath. Starting to slow down even more. And if you did lift your feet off the floor, your legs. You can slowly bring them back down. Maybe send the legs out long. Maybe resting your arms at your sides. Just making your way into Shavasana. Whatever that's going to look like for you today. As always, I encourage you to stay here for as long as you have time for. Thank you so much for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, namaste.